For more on this ugly situation, a global affairs analyst, Ejike Okpa, joins me virtually from Dallas, Texas, in the United States. Good to have you join us, Ejike Okpa.
Thank you for having me.
So this year, particularly, America has seen one mass shooting every week. But this particular mass shooting happened on a day where it is seen as one of the happiest days in America, and also a very significant day in the history of the country. So let me get your reaction as to this mass shooting.
Well, it's unfortunate. You heard the president say there's no guarantee. America is a very violent country. It didn't start today. If anybody who cares go back into the history of this country, that's how the country was founded. The reason we have guns is because the early settlers felt that the way to defend themselves, that everybody should have the rights to have guns. That's why we have it in the Constitution and the Second Amendment. No other country in the world has that. But unfortunately, the intention of that amendment or provision in the law, in the Constitution, has led some people to now do whatever they want to do. Gun don't kill people. Bad people use gun to kill people. I'm licensed to carry gun in Texas. I'm not going to be going to go shooting people. But then you have so many people in the country who, for whatever reason, either have health issues or have, some personal challenges. And they seek times to do the things they do that get national attention. It wasn't too long ago, somebody went to an elementary school and shot up kids. So you look at every president that has been in office, this sort of mass shooting has happened. There's no particular day it should or shouldn't happen. So this particular person of interest chose to do it on the 4th of July, which, when they know there'll be people out there. So they planned it. It's very unfortunate. It makes everybody wonder what's going on.
America has seen myriads of challenges, and is still dealing with those myriads of challenges. For example, just beyond this mass shooting, there is also now a congressional hearing of the select committee into the U.S. Capitol attack on January the 6th, 2021. There are also issues around discrimination in terms of policing. Do you think that beneath the surface are enormous challenges, or rather boiling beneath the surface, are enormous challenges that are questioning what America actually stands for?
Well, again, America by our history yesterday was 245 years. Again, you go back to the beginning. Abraham Lincoln was assassinated in 1865. After that, 1963, it was Kennedy. Those were the two presidents, one a Republican, one a Democrat. There have been riots, by people of various ethnic groups, protesting, what is going on because of the way certain things have gone on or keep going on. So beneath it, yes, but that's what you see in America is those sort of outcome or outbursts. It has led us to start making changes in our law. And so when things happen, lawmakers get back to the drawing board. What is it that we're going to change? But remember, human beings are hard to predict. You could pass all the law you want to pass. Those who want to be violent are going to be violent. And then we react. And then when we react, thinking that, okay, this provision is going to be, we're going to address that kind of thing from not happening again, then it happens again. So that's why we are constantly on our toes. We're constantly trying to see, what do we do? There are a lot of people that have mental issues in America. Mental health is a big issue in America, and that could come from all kinds of causes. Is it stress? Some people at home are miserable. Some people, they go through a divorce and it challenges them, and then they go out there and take it out on other people. So, but again, we are a resilient nation. We have institutions. It's not about the personalities who are either our governors or presidents or House members or senators. We go back to see what do we have to do as a people. The president's wish might be this, but the people's wish is what prevails in America. And I know everybody here is looking to see what is going to happen with this. Because you never know. I could be in a gas station buying gas and somebody walks up and starts shooting up people. It happens. That's America for you. That's America for you. So I don't know. I don't have a magic wand. I don't know what anybody would do. The guns will not, to say Americans should stop having guns, that's almost impossible. We're going to have to come to a law that, make it harder for somebody to use a particular gun that maybe discharges so many bullets at a time. But again, that's also a fight. So we're on it, we're on it, and people are still coming. With all this violence in America, our immigration demand is huge. People still want to come.
You are, like what you stated, these protests have always been there, these issues have always been there, but it seems to be getting worse even now. And you've talked about laws. It takes a lot to make those laws when you look at the partisanship in Congress. And I just want to quote a columnist and an analyst who said that America is now in a fractious partisan age. Why do you think that is?
Well, it's like I said, it didn't start today. I have read book on every president in America. Again, you go back in history. When Lincoln was there, it was a divisive thing. It was because of civil rights, because he pushed for the, emancipation of Black people. And some people didn't like him. The guy who killed him, he's a white guy, who's by then America wasn't even into citizenship. He was a German guy. So it has been there. You go into our history, our political division has been there. When we talk about candidates, we talk about them in a way to make them feel so worthless. But at the same time, we come back and where is this as a nation? There are 50 states in America, but there are 50 nations. There are 50 nations in the sense that their laws are different. You've heard about the issue about the abortion, what's going on, and everybody's up in arms. The Supreme Court just simply said it shouldn't be a federal matter, it should be back to the states. And not only is it back to the states, there are periods we have to have, in which case you can do the abortion, and then after that you may not. And then it's a fight. Because we have rights and we have earned those rights by the laws we have passed. And some people interpret it the way they want to interpret because you're a human being. So yes, there's tension in America. There is all kinds of ethnic group. Yesterday, I watched a show on the Native American boarding schools, how, kids were abused and all kinds of things. And now, the federal government is looking into it to see what can happen. And our history has not been very glorious. It hasn't been very honest. Well, every nation has had that sort of history. It's just that in America, we tend to talk about it and we tend to seek redress and we tend to seek ways we can do things to prevent it. But no nation can come out and say, oh, they are not having issues. America's challenges is what makes us want to sit up every day and say, what can we do differently? What can we do better? The rights for everybody. Yes, we may have rights. Some people still feel that they are better than you and you should be less than them. And those things create tension. The racial relationship in America is very tense. But we've made progress. We keep working on progress. What is very challenging is that it's harder to legislate human behavior or morals. It is very difficult. The human being is not like a machine that you can program and expect certain outcome. When it comes to human nature, you could do all you want. I mean, let's go back to the Bible time. I mean, wasn't Jesus crucified? When Jesus was here, were things was it milk and honey? There were challenges. That's just nature. So we keep improving and hopefully we get to time, in our life or life after us, that certain things will not going to be happening, but that's, I guess, will be the end of Earth.
And I hear you when you say America is America. Sorry, every country has its own challenges, but when it comes to mass shooting, America is an outlier country. Thank you so much for talking to us. I'm sorry, I've been told. I've been told. I really want to give you time to respond. I've been told I have to go. Global Affairs
thank
analyst
you for having me.
Ejike Okpa. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for having me.